Hey guys, I wanted to make a video on how to intensify the energy or how to increase the strength of the stream of energy. So this is useful for a couple things, one of them being acupuncture. They usually put the needles in the acupuncture places, but it is much more effective to create a needle of energy out of your finger and use your finger and your energy to activate the acupuncture points, much more effective than a needle. So how to do this? Take your hand and the finger. Now you're going to point your finger at your hand and project some energy out of your finger. The pointer finger pulls energy along the shoulder and down the arm to the pointer finger. So focus on that meridian that goes to the pointer finger. Pull energy along it and then to the tip of the finger. Now push the energy out of the finger into the hand. You should feel a pressure on your hand wherever your finger is pointing. It can go down your arm. You can feel the energy pushing on your hand. Now what we're going to do is we're going to magnify the energy or focus the energy coming out of your finger. And to do this, you can do a couple things. You can imagine a magnifying glass, and the magnifying glass makes the light coming in get smaller, 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 till it's concentrated. Well, that's what you're going to do. I like to imagine a funnel on the tip of my finger, like a long black funnel, or I guess it could be any color, but I just always picture black funnel, and the farther it goes, the narrower it gets. It just keeps getting narrower and narrower. So now point your finger at your hand, push the energy out of your finger and out into your hand, or towards your hand. Now magnify it. Might take a second. Imagine the funnel coming off of your finger, getting narrower and narrower. And now when you move your finger around, you should feel, the feeling is much stronger. It's like a jet now, a precision jet of energy pushing on your hand. It's kind of sharp on your hand, much more penetrating, like it wants to go through the hand. Before it was just kind of a big energy spot, not big, but an energy spot, and there was just the pressure was reduced from the surface area of your hand, but now it's much thinner and straight stream that just penetrates wherever it goes. So yeah, picturing the funnel, and you could do this with all your fingers. You could do this with your middle finger. Pull the energy to your finger, then funnel it down, and you can feel when you're funneling it down, the energy at first will be like the whole tip of your finger, and then when you're funneling it, it goes just to a little itty bitty point on the tip of your whatever finger you're doing it on. So it takes that pump that's pumping energy, just like a hose, you put a little nozzle on it, shoots harder, more pressure. So what was the other use? Oh yeah, the other use is for chakras. You could do this anywhere on your body, and it's actually really helpful when you come across a block. Say you're moving energy in your leg and you come across a block. Well, you can focus on that block and do the funnel thing, and it should increase the flow of energy at that block, and it will ram through the block easier. It will clear out the block easier because it's more pressurized, and that's what you need to clear a block, is hit it with energy. Hit it with energy, hit it with energy until it becomes unblocked. And that focusing really adds a lot of strength behind ramming blocks with energy, so really helpful for going through blocks. Now, the other thing is the chakras, all over. They're just pumps like any other pumps, like the pumps in the middle of your finger. They just deal with more energy. So one of the cool things is you imagine a funnel on your heart chakra or wherever, and as it goes out, it gets smaller, and then do the back too. Imagine a funnel on the back. The chakras have both, or two sides, so, and they're both very important, and you want them to be equal strength. So this one's pushing out, X hard, then you want that one to push out X hard. So push these streams out of your chakras, the funnels, and this is going to make them release blocks faster, because the streams, more intense energy, faster, stronger pushing energy. So if there is a block there, it's going to get eaten up by this really strong stream. So really helpful for clearing out blocks. The other one is we have layers of aura, which we could consider another body, or people call them other planes. Like you get the mental plane or the mental body, and the emotional body, and the astral body or astral plane. And really what these are is they're out here, they're the space around us, and when our consciousness expands, then we're able to perceive more, and when it expands to the mental layer, we're able to perceive these things that we weren't able to perceive when we were only expanded inside of our physical bodies. And that extra awareness, we give the term the mental body, and then you go further and your consciousness then has access to more reality, which is sending you more information, which we give the term the emotional body. So with these streams, you're going to connect to the layers around you more, and that's what you want. Is you want to build energetic connections from inside your body out. You want a lot of connections just all over to connect you to these places. That way your consciousness can easily move to them, because they'll move through these energetic connections. So you can expand your awareness easy. You can have more awareness the more connections you build. This is really good for building connections, because it will take the energy and just shoot it out into say the emotional plane or emotional body, and you'll build a strong connection there. And you do this with all your chakras, and you'll build a strong connection to the emotional, and then you keep pushing more and more, and you'll just keep expanding your awareness and reaching new levels. So that's another good thing that comes from it, is expanding your consciousness. Really good tool for that. What I really use it for personally is healing. If I'm going over someone's back with my hand and I feel, the little cold spot, I will focus the energy, and it just helps heal much quicker, because more energy is getting there and penetrating deeper into the body and all of that. So healing others, healing yourself too. There's a block in your arm, concentrate it down, little funnel, and yep,